Alright guys, today we are going to be doing the drive cable on a Toro recycler lawnmower. I'll look up the model number. It's underneath this flap. I'll get that once I get all this pulled out and everything. We'll get the model. I'll put it in the title of it. Basically, drive cable's broken. Some of them have this wing nut. Some of them have a 11 millimeter or a 7/16. There's a little S turn that goes in here. You can pop out, but if it's broken, you don't have to. But S turn, just like this cable has, which isn't in properly. It's not in there right, and we got to get this plastic cover off. I'll put the cable in the description below. It's not insanely difficult a job to do. You're going to need 11 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and a pair of needle nose pliers, basically. And that's it. All right, let's get to it. This guy's got so much stuff that, you got to clean out your deck. He needs a blade and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and clean all this debris out so that we can see what we're doing. So I have a 10 millimeter right here. We'll take that out. This is underneath the deck, right next to the transmission. Top left of the transmission, there's a 10 millimeter. And then the bottom right of the transmission, there's a 10 millimeter right there. Get that out. This comes off. Ooh, this does come off, right? What the heck? We got another one in here somewhere? No, we don't. Where is this holding? Actually, I think on this one, usually it's not, but I think this is holding it right here. So we're going to take this one out too. Coated in grass. Yeah, this is holding it too on this one. So I guess in this model, it's this one too. Most of the time it isn't. Oh, but it's got this plastic deal here. And then this one here. Most of the time there's a metal deal that holds all this down, that keeps the belt on and everything. But this one's got a plastic deal, so it's a different deal. Alright, and then you got a bunch of debris inside this. You're going to want to clean all this out too. You don't want that getting caught in your belt, so we'll clean that out too. How this comes off. Most Toro recyclers is just those 2 bolts. This one's just a little different. Alright, now we're getting to the good stuff. We're going to come back up here. We're going to loosen this. It may be an 11 or 7/16. 11 and 7 millimeter and 7/16 are the same size. It's just metric or standard. You'll loosen this right on up. We're actually going to take it right on out because we need to get the new cable in. So we're going to take this whole bolt right on out. Alright, and then then this will pull. Hold on. Alright, shoot, I guess hopefully, so I need to edit it. Alright, here we go. We're going to squeeze these two together and just pull it right on out. Bam, just like that. Now it's got a slot in it, it slides right out, and then the spring, you see the spring? Yeah, the spring just unhooks. Way you can get it to unhook. Go just like that. That's out of the way. Now you get the new spring in place. Sometimes this hole's rotted out where this cable just pulls right through. Just drill a new hole. No big deal. Spring in. Get the cable slid through the slot. This will just push right in to that hole like that. Now it's latched in. Now we're going to go through here. So we're going to get the S turn into the handle where it belongs before we do anything else. Then we can get this cable. Oh, you know what? We're going to get the cable through this first, I guess. Cable through this block. You see that? Just slides right in there. And now the whole thing will slide through. Just give it as much slack as you can. We're going to put the S turn in the handle. And then we've got all this slack. You see this slack here? We're going to pull this cable back to get rid of the slack. Put the bolt in this. Get it lined up. Bolt goes this way. Then the wing nut on top. And before we tighten it down, we want to check. We want just a little bit of slack, like up and down, maybe an inch of play. And that's about it. We're going to tighten this down. And you can do final adjustments once you've got it on the ground and running. You can check it and make sure you don't want this too tight and you don't want it too loose. You want the tires to spin freely when you're rolling, and then to engage when you squeeze the handle, but you don't want to put a lot of pressure on this cable engaging it either, because you'll snap the cable eventually. So we got the blade off. We gotta cut all this off with the razor. We really don't want this tangling up on the belt, so. I'm giving the guy a good used blade. I'm gonna sharpen it all up. Man, this stuff is tough here, boy. He ran over some banding for pallets. Dang. Razor blade, you're cutting through it very easy. Oh my Lord, this is crazy. Play a little game I like to call I Win. Slide that up so I can get to it again. There. Need short work of it. Alright, now we can start with reassembly. Dirt off this thing. I'm going to go right back in here. Just cover on. Tighten this one down. The other one started. Get these top ones started. I don't know if you can see all this here. Now we're going to go ahead and sharpen this blade. I'm in need of a new stone. It's getting small, but it's still working right now. like to stick a bolt in it to check how how balanced it is. See, it's not balanced. This side needs to be sharpened more. There we go. We got a balanced blade. Crooked. Thin sides up, sharp side down. All right, I think we're ready to test this thing. All right, let's fire this thing up. All right, it looks like it works. If this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I'll put the drive cable in the description below. I'll put a blade in the description below. They're not that expensive. These are called Gator blades. I'll put both Gator and the normal one. I've never noticed the difference between the two. You'd be surprised. The other one's much cheaper and does just as good a cut. If you want to do any advertising through my channel, message me. I'll be more than happy to have you. Peace.